Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. We are from Group SEED. Will present our research about impact of COVID-19 on the air pollution. My name is Muhammad Zairul Hisham and my group mate is Ahmad Fitri Amri, Muhammad Haikal and Zul Azri. Next. Next slide, please. Introduction. The World Health Organization (WHO) declared the COVID-19 outbreak as a pandemic on 11 March 2020. In many countries, including Malaysia, a pandemic action plan has been announced by authorities. One of the action plan is known as a movement control order in Malaysia, MCO, to stop the spread of COVID-19. In contact to the restriction of movement, only limited essential service such as healthcare, logistics, food supply chain and banking are allowed to operate. Therefore, there are few vehicles on the road, many cancelled flight and restricted construction and industrial activity, which has led to implementing level of air pollutant. Air quality is an important factor that any government need to manage and control. Increased level of air pollutant will affect human health, causing respiratory and skin problem. The main source of air pollution in urban area are combustion from vehicle, power generation plant, landfill, wastewater treatment plant, and unsustainable farming. Next slide. Air pollutant effect. Increase level of air pollutant will affect human health, causing respiratory and skin problem. According to the data supplied by the WHO, air pollutant and poor air quality result in as much 5.5 million people unnecessary death annually. Nowadays, people are working from home and several industries are suspended. The traffic density and industrial emission have reduced. That's all. I will pass to my friend to continue this presentation.
Okay. For air quality before movement control order, before the MCO, our country still facing air pollution problem, especially in the industrial place. The industrial place always produce an unwanted gases like sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and nitrogen dioxide. The motor vehicles and fuel burning equipment also contribute the index of air pollution reading still in unsatisfactory status in a certain place like industrial sector. Air quality during movement control order. Air quality become much better compared before MCO being conducted. This control measure restrict the movement of people, hence reduce number of vehicles on the road. Okay, improve air quality across the country. Research methodology. Study was carried out at UNKL MFI, Bandar Baru Bangi. 100 respondents were chosen from various backgrounds. The questionnaire were distributed by using Google Form link, and the questionnaire have one section with 5 questions only. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass to my friend for data collection and analysis.
Okay, this is the first figure that we get, the data from the data collection that we get. The figure shows the percentage of people knowledge about quality of air. The finding from the figure shows the percentage of people knowledge about quality of air, and 80% of our respondents actually knows the quality of air during MCO is much better than before MCO. Another 20% of the respondent did not knows about the quality of air. One of the factor that can affect them, one of the factor that can affect the result from this data is the differences of their environment on living. Alright, for the second one, the second figure shows the percentage of people understanding about the factor affect the quality of air. Based on the figure that have been given, 90% of our respondents agree that due to less traffic and fewer activities during MCO is the reason for the quality of air become much better than before MCO. And another 10% of our respondents disagree with our suggestion. Maybe they disagree because of their living places. Maybe some of the places like they live at less people, some like villages and anything and others. All right, for the third one, the third figure shows the percentage of people knowledge about the contributing factors. The contributing factor is referred to the contributing factor that change the index of the quality of air. From the figure above, it shows the percentage of people knowledge about the contributing factors that change the index quality of air. 90% of our respondents agree that MCO is one of the factors that change the index quality of air. It means that if the MCO doesn't happening, the air quality must be still have the same, maybe about a moderate air quality than before now, right now. All right, for the fourth and the next one. Okay, this figure shows the percentage of people view about the quality of air before MCO. It means that this is the people opinion of their air quality around them at their own places. Based on the graph, 50% of the respondents say the quality of air before MCO is much moderate. It means it seems like a normal. And another 30% of our respondents said the quality of air is good, and another 20% of respondents said the quality of air is bad. All right, from this data that we get, we can conclude it from this figure. The differences of the places actually affects your quality of air, especially some people live in villages, some people live in industrial sector like Pasir Gudang, and some people live in the normal places like Bandar Baru Bangi. And we go to the next one. Okay, for the next figure, The figure shows percentage of people view of quality of air during MCO. This is the quality of air during MCO has been happened. And based on the graph, 60% of our respondents said the quality of air is much better, is very good. And 20% of the respondents said there are good quality of air, and another 20% of the respondents said there are no changes in the quality of air during MCO. For the 60% and 20% is the facts. Sometimes people like living in the places that have a good nice environment, and for another 20% that we can see here about the moderate, and maybe the moderate result shows that the people living in the industrial sector is still have the same air quality before MCO and during MCO. All right, for the next slide, I'm going to give to my groupmates to present about it.
Okay, thank you, Azri. For conclusion, the impact of economic and daily activities restriction through the implementation of COVID-19, MCO on the reduction of major air pollutant concentration in urban central regions in Malaysia, such as Shah Alam, Pasir Gudang, and other industrial places. It should be noted that the other factors such as weather condition, traffic density, industrial activity, and biomass burning should be considered. Also note that quality of air before MCO was different from the quality of air during MCO. We acknowledge that activities such as open burning, heavy traffic also factor bad quality air in urban city. Result from the study should be lead that further exploration on the factor affecting the air quality status through the region and could be an early indicative of a different policy implementation. Next. So for further recommendation, since our country is still in MCO, we hope that quality of air should be improved and maintain good result because many factor in that contribute many factor in our health and also breathe the clean air. Next, if the MCO is terminated in our country, these several ideas that we could do is maintain good quality of air in our country, like use public transport, sharing transport with friends, if the same workplace, limiting the work time for industrial activities or doesn't make open burning. That's all from us. Thank you.